Welcome to Look Through PhD. I'm a psychologist here in Maroubra, Sydney, and I want to go through today a particular skill that I provide to my clients, and it's the skill of grounding. So grounding, just as a quick summary, is essentially a breathing exercise that helps us deal with difficult emotions, stressful events, and in particular to increase our time before we have some mindful action. Personally, I really think of it as a type of practicing the deliberate attention to other things other than the really high impact emotions. So grounding, so this is how I would do it. So first, I like to introduce the concept of abdominal breathing. Take a deep breath in. You'll notice that in some cases that your abdomen doesn't inflate, and that's called shallow breathing. And we know that people who shallow breathe tend to be a little bit more anxious, and also it's actually hard to relax when you're only shallowly breathing. So we teach the exercise of abdominal breathing. So you take one hand, you might put it right on your abdomen, and as you inhale, you want to inflate it like a balloon, deep there. For people who do yoga or other type of martial arts, abdominal breathing is a very useful skill. Okay, so once you've mastered that, and it's actually quite straightforward to do, and especially with practice, you can make that sort of your norm when it comes to this exercise. So as you engage in abdominal breathing, I want you to start re-engaging your senses, okay? And I want you to name 3 things that you can see. So in this case, I see the textured wall, I see a bookshelf in the corner, and I see a painting. Okay. Then I want you to name 3 things you can hear. So I can hear a truck outside, I can hear the air conditioning, I can hear a low hum. Okay. Now, I want you to name 3 things you can feel. Okay. I can feel my hands. I can feel the weight of my body on the chair. I can feel my toes in my shoes. Okay. And then I want you to reattend to the breath. Okay. And notice that as you breathe, the air passes through your nostrils as you inhale deeply into your abdomen. Okay. Now notice that the air passing through your nostrils is a little bit cooler. And you might notice some movement. Okay. And now, as you exhale, you might notice that it's a little bit warmer. The movement might be a little bit different. It's not as cool as the previous inhale. All right. Okay. Now I want you to repeat that process, but this time, name only 2 things you can see. Okay. Now 2 things you can hear, and 2 things you can feel. Now go back and attend to the breath. Notice the air. As you inhale, it's nice and cool, and as you exhale, it's slightly less cool, and a different type of movement. Okay. Now, I'd like you to reduce down to 1. Name one thing you can see. Alright? Name one thing you can hear. Now name one thing you can feel. Okay. Now inhale deeply and reattend to the breath. If you're still having any thoughts or strong emotions, observe them. Let them pass. And then reattend back to the breath. Okay. Now, with practice, and I recommend clients to actually do this all the time, typically when it comes to stressful emotion, but also as a way to practice breathing, you'll start to find that your ability to attend to other things in the body, to the breath, becomes much easier with continued practice. And it's curious. Typically events that are strong in emotion or strong in stress would capture your attention. But with time, you'll be able to practice and develop the ability to attend to other things. Okay, so other than that, that's our grounding exercise for this week. Hopefully that helps a lot more practice outside of sessions. So good luck, enjoy the rest of the day, happy recovery.